Hey sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be crafting with these new wooden boxes from the Dollar Tree. These are so cool. They come in 3 different sizes and they have this natural wood finish, which I think is gorgeous. They have this metal label holder on the front, which we put to good use. And I made so many things using these, so I had to share, and I just love them so much. So make sure if you see any of these at your Dollar Tree that you do grab a few, because they're going to go really fast and there's so many things you can do with them. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you are subscribed, and let's go ahead and get started. For this first DIY, I am using 3 of the largest box options. These are right under 6 inches, so they are pretty good size. And you can see that you can actually pop out the bottom and still get to save that wood piece for a later project. So I am leaving one as is, and then on 2 of them popping out the bottom so that I can stack these up and make like a larger wood box. So this is such a hefty planter. I was wanting to put some faux plants in it, but so many things that you can do with this. I did think that 3 of the metal label hangers or holders were just too much, so I did remove a couple of them. I didn't want the holes in the front, so I just turned them to the back and then glued these together. I used hot glue and it is staying really nice and tight, but you definitely can use some wood glue, but just making sure these are nice and secure. And then I'm going to be decorating that little metal tag holder. I love the natural wood color to these. It goes perfect with like the boho farmhouse look and just really pretty. I did use some of the rub-on transfers to decorate just a little strip of paper that I slid down in the tag holder. But this box is so neutral but a pretty good size, so I'm so excited to get to change it out with like a fall bouquet. You could even put some like mini Christmas trees in here as we get on to the end of the year. But for now, I'm just going to be putting in some of Dollar Tree's faux plants. They have these spider plants. They're a really pretty faux floral that has like this grass to it and just really fun. So I ended up putting about 5 or 6 of these together, folding over the bottom and just tucking them down inside the box. You definitely can add in some styrofoam to make sure it's going to stay put, but I am just wanting to make sure that I will be able to trade this out really easily. But just for $3 to make this planner, I feel like it is so beautiful and sturdy and just one of my favorites. Next, I am using 3 of the medium size boxes, and these are just under 5 inches. So I think all of the boxes are around 4, 5, and 6 inches. So for the center one, or the middle one that was around 5 inches, I decided to glue these together and make like a little tray, kind of like a little divider holder for some faux plants. So Dollar Tree has out these gorgeous little faux greenery picks that are tucked down in these little burlap pieces of fabric, and I thought it would be really cute just to set them down in there, but I was wanting to dress them up. So they have 3 different options of the greenery, or what I have seen at my store, and I thought this was perfect for that. I just tucked them down in some little dollar galvanized buckets that I had picked up from Dollar General, as well as these little black ones that I thought looked so sleek looking. So tuck them down in there and just set them. This literally only took me a couple of minutes to put together, and then I filled in the little label holders with some more rub-on transfers. I had these little numbers from the Dollar Tree, tuck them down in there, and I feel like this makes a beautiful piece for just a few bucks, but it really came together really fun, and I think it looks high-end. kind of doing the same thing for this next project. I'm using 3 of the smallest box option and doing the exact same thing, taking my hot glue and gluing these together. Always remember that you can use wood glue for more of a long-term hold, but I just always love to go with the fastest convenient option right now. But these little boxes hold a Dollar Tree mason jar perfect. So these fit down and they're really cute. I did decide to go ahead and trade one out with this button jar that I picked up from Walmart. I love how it looks. Everything's all neutral, and then labeled the little labels with a paint marker. I just hand drew them on there, but I put buttons and scissors and paintbrushes and put my golden scissors in there, and I just feel like these look really, really cute and also will help you stay organized. I always love adding in little candles or pieces that'll light up, so you can opt out for LED, but I did put a real candle in this piece. But using one of Dollar Tree's glass vase pieces, I stuck that down in the box, as well as some white rocks. The glass was actually made uneven down inside of that, so my candle wouldn't even set straight. So I had to add these rocks in there to get it to look like it was really even. So I put the candle down, added some more rocks, and Dollar Tree also has a ton of different colorful candles and different designs, so you don't have to use that off-white or cream color. But I tucked down some Spanish moss so all of my greenery wouldn't get lost down in the bottom, and just kind of spaced it out and tucked this down in there. This specific boxwood or greenery came from Walmart, but I just pulled the little tops off of the pick. Another fun way to use these boxes is to set them up and actually kind of use them as shadow boxes. So I used a couple of different sizes, the smallest 2, and then printed off some pictures just off of my computer and cut them out. I tried to get them as square as possible as I could, and then I used Mod Podge to actually adhere them into the box and then put Mod Podge over them so that it would be all covered and protected if you did want to wipe these off or dust them later on. And then after the Mod Podge dried, I did take some of Dollar Tree's little faux floral and cut a few flowers off to tuck down in the corner. If you would like to avoid any wrinkles, make sure that you do give that first coat of Mod Podge that's underneath the picture a couple of minutes to dry. You can even use a glue stick so you don't have to even wait for it to dry. And then I did super thick coats over the top of them, and that just gives it a nice finished look. And then here is the pieces I am trimming up and hot gluing them into the corner. I feel like this just turns it into from just a normal picture frame to actually a pretty piece of decor. So whenever you display it, it just gives it that little extra touch and definitely makes it look more like farmhousey, I think. But these turned out really cute. The light is hitting it in this video, so they're kind of shiny, but they look really, really pretty in person. And then I originally thought about stacking these up and making a mini little tray, but you don't have a ton of space. So I thought it would be fun to make like a tiered planter. You could stick a lot of succulents and greenery in here. So I am stacking this up with one of the Dollar Tree candle holders. I'm using it upside down so that I can maximize that space in the bottom box. And using 2 of them, you could even go ahead and add the last one on the top for even more of a bigger impact. But I just tucked it in with greenery, and then I realized that the top wasn't working, so I did have to put a piece of styrofoam down in there so that I could tuck all of my succulents. And I still have some of those hanging succulents from Walmart, so I stuck those over the side. I love adding those into like every project. They just add so much detail and look really pretty, and just kept working with it until I got it how I wanted it. But a really, really cute, fun piece that I just love how it turned out. Thank you so much for coming along and crafting with me today. I had so much fun using these little wooden boxes. It's always so much fun taking one item and making so many different projects out of it. I hope you guys leave here feeling inspired. Don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.